Alright, so I'm gonna get straight into it. What's up? Got my man ArtXXIII. What's going on, man?
What's good, bro?
Not much.
What's
Chilling.
good, world?
Alright. First of all, tell us who you are, where you from.
My name is ArtXXIII. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Moved to Maryland when I was young, like 11, 12 years old. You know what I mean? I've been doing this music shit for probably 10 years seriously, off and on. I had a lot of other things going on in between or whatever, but it's where we at now. I'm trying to get my music to the people. My main objective though is like, I really just want people to feel my music. So I'm in here for the longevity, you know what I'm saying? I tell my story through the music and I want you to feel like you know me through it.
Alright. So you said you moved here at a young age. Do you remember being back in Brooklyn?
Of course. I mean, I'm there whenever I feel. Like I got a crib up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so, of course, yo. It's just a totally different environment from where we at now, you know what I mean? Of course, so I was blessed to be able to move and go to Columbia. You know what I'm saying? I think it expanded my mind a little bit.
Okay, so you live in Columbia, Maryland now.
Yeah, well, I live in Baltimore now.
Baltimore now.
Yeah, I grew up in Columbia.
Okay. So what's the difference between living in New York from your living in Maryland?
I think it's just like that survivor mentality. You know what I mean? Like you gotta get it by any means. You know what I mean? You done seen shit that you come out here and nobody done heard of, you know what I mean? Like that shit happen on a daily basis. Or like just the environment that you in, you know what I'm saying? It's like anything can happen. I mean, so yeah, it's definitely a big difference in that sense. But you know what I'm saying? If you a go-getter and you do what you're supposed to do, go get it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it out regardless, so.
What's the biggest factor that keeps you going back home to New York?
My family, I got a lot of family out there, like a lot of family, you know what I'm saying? So I always go make sure I pop out and check on my people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So I want to get a little bit into your music. So when did you really start into this music career?
I think about 2012. Yeah, around 2012. I got signed to a label on some crazy shit. Like me and my boys used to be in the crib, chilling, making music in school and shit, in high school, in college or whatever. And we just playing around, no mic, nothing, just recording on a laptop. So we met this one nigga named Reggie Street. That's my man. Shout out Reggie, Baltimore's finest. He was like, "Yo, y'all niggas alright. Like, let me take you to the studio or whatever." So he took us to the studio. It's my first time in a real studio. I spit some shit, whatever. We made a song, and the producer pulled me aside like, "Yo, you know what I mean? You got a voice."
Right.
That's my nigga Jizz. Shout out Jizz. He do big things. I'm like, all right. Like he's like, "Yo, I'm trying to work with you. Like, you know what's up?" So he signed me to the label. It's called It's Alive. Next thing you know, my other two mans, my nigga Slim, the nigga who I did the tape with, and my other man G, we made a group. Shit was lit. Like, nigga, it's like 2012. We opened it for Kendrick. You know, shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? So that was then or whatever. And shit broke up, of course. You know how shit go. Those still my brothers.
Right.
But I went to school and shit, hooped in college, got my degree, whatever. Came home. I'm like, yo, I'm about to take this shit seriously. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I came home. 2018, I dropped my first shit, my album.
Okay. And that's when you dropped Art?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you have any difficulties, like when you said that your group broke off, and then you went to school and came back home. Was there any difficulties for you to wanting to go back to music, or is it something you always know you would go back to?
I feel like at that point I fell in love with it, and shit just kind of slowed down. So, I just had to make a move, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting in my mom's crib, like, I was coming from college, going to sit in my mom's crib, I'm like, I can't do that, I'm good, like, I gotta get out of here or whatever. So, I went to school with shit, but,
I know, like, what was the difficulties getting back into your music?
Yeah, so it was just that, like, I just went to a different route for a second. You know what I'm saying? I was still working on my shit. Like I'm performing my shit at school, everything. You know,
Okay.
clubs and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? People was fucking with me. So yeah, when I came home, I already knew it was go time, regardless of what happened while I was gone.
So what really got you to first start? Like, what inspired you to start rapping?
I think it was just the ability that I could.
Okay.
People was fucking with me like just playing around before I even. Niggas would come to me and say like, yo, like you nice, like you know what I'm saying, da da da. I'm like, oh shit. So that shit just gave me the spark right there. These my niggas from when I first moved out here, shit right away.
And I know you say you've been doing it since 2012. So have you seen any revenue come out of your music yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit. I mean, you know, we ain't gonna talk numbers, but them streaming, that shit get. Yeah. I got some bread.
Okay. Is there any artists you're looking forward to work with?
Just period.
Period. Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, in the game, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the legends, you know what I mean? Like, Nas, Hov, of course, like, Jada.
Any local artists?
Yeah, there's a couple niggas. I fuck with my nigga Nero.
Okay.
The nigga Badger.
Okay.
I fuck with son. Y'all look
Okay.
him up, you know what I'm saying? He just dropped the album. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, I already got shit with him, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have any new projects on the way?
Yeah, I'm actually about to drop a single called High Roller. So y'all check that. That should come like next week. And then I'm working on another tape with my man Vito, and then I'm dropping singles for myself.
So is there any like since you've been in the game for a minute now, is there any advice that you've been given that's helped you, take it to the next level? Or any advice that you could give?
Yeah, like of course that thrill of just people like that. I don't know. I feel like in my situation, I went from playing basketball and shit, and that shit gave me a different feeling. Like it gave me a high. You know what I'm saying? So when I started fucking with music and I performed in front of thousands of people, and they was fucking with my shit, it gave me that same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if you got a passion and you love some shit and they give you that type of feeling, like just chase it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get it, and you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Just about putting your mind to it or whatever.
What's the biggest venue that you performed at?
That was Delaware, University of Delaware.
Okay.
For Kendrick and shit. That was in 2012.
Was that their homecoming?
Nah, it was just his tour.
Tour, okay.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how'd you get to even, open up for Kendrick, and how did that change your career?
My manager and shit. When we had the group, whatever he was doing, like he told it to the right people, and we ended up performing for that shit. Yeah, like I said, that was just like my point where I really was like, nah, I really love this shit, like you know what I'm saying. So, so yeah, but then like I said, the group broke up and shit. Like we was hot, but whatever. So yeah, that shit just motivated me just to a different level.
Right. Do you feel like, and like especially to any other artist that's listening, do you feel like having management is necessary?
Not really, because unless they have direct connections where they can put you in a situation, then no, why not? Why just manage yourself?
Okay. So you're independent right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm about to drop the single High Roller, and then
Okay, that's your last single for your label.
Yep.
Okay. And what's the name of the label that you're signed to?
Solo Music Group.
Solo Music Group?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some shit that was popping back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They revamped it or whatever, so.
Are you looking to just stay independent now and just go on your own? Or?
Yeah, because I feel like I could do it on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. I could do it on my own, so.
Okay. So, if somebody was to ask you and say how long you gonna, or like where you want to take your music to in the next, like, let's say 5 years, what would you tell them? Would you still be rapping, or are you going? Do you have more, other interests that you want to?
I mean, I got a lot of different interests.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I want to use music to get me there.
Okay.
Because I want to love what I do the most. You know what I mean?
So you're 100% music right now?
No, I mean, I work and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a regular person, but
Okay.
I still do what I do.
So, if there's anything you could tell somebody, like just an upcoming artist that listens to you and is like, hey, you can give me some advice on like what I need to do or how I can, step it up to, because when you record your music, you're recording you're not recording in somebody's, room. You're actually, most of your sessions seem like they're in high level recording studios.
Right.
So they say they want to go on that path. Any advice you can give to them?
Yeah. Honestly, first of all, just find your voice. Find what you're going to do. You know what I mean? Find your voice. That should take a while. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start in the beginning. Your shit going to be hot, but you're going to get better. You get what I'm saying? So you want your sound to match that. You know what I mean? So when you go in the studio, I come in there and like every studio session I book, I'm recording like 7 songs or some shit like that. I do like 3 hours and record like 7 songs. Niggas be in there, do 1 song, smoke, drink, waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My shit's already memorized when I go in there, so I don't even need the phone. Knock them shits out. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time. The more practice you can get in, the better you're gonna get.
And do you feel like it's necessary to have those? Because when we look at your music videos,
Right.
your visuals aren't just basic visuals. They're actually played out. They go with the flow of the song.
Right.
So like, what goes into your thought process to actually get you to take your song from the studio and actually break it down to whoever your videographer is,
Right.
to shoot it how you want?
Honestly, it's always like the feel of the song for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? How the song feel, give me an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like to this day, my favorite video that I ever did was Sick, and I directed the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? One day I just got this crazy ass idea, and I was looking at like the old Batman movie and shit, and they had the glow in the face, glow in the dark faces and shit. So I'm like, let me try some shit like that, because the beat sounded like it was like a bouncy, like clown beat kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit just came out. It came out exactly how I wanted. Like I hired dancers and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And like your music is based, it has that that New York sound to it. So is that something that you want to keep, or like are you more adapting to different sounds that you hear now that you're over here in Maryland? Maryland has a whole different sound and vibe.
Yeah.
Has that impacted your music?
Yeah. Well, everywhere I've been has. I feel like, because when I first went down to Georgia, that's where I went to school at. That's when I really started fucking with trap music. You know what I'm saying? Because before then, I'm like, yo, I'm just boom bapping it. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever. So my ear kind of opened up, and I started playing with the beats, and then I just got used to them. So I feel like now I could just do them shits whenever, however, whatever.
Do you So you say you have other things that you do. Is there anything, like any businesses or anything that you're hoping to get started or put out there?
Yeah, I focus on the music right now, but I do want to get into directing video. I do want to get into directing visuals, and I want to open a studio as well.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out or anything?
Man, shout out the whole gang, Wolf Nation and nothing. Shout out my 2-3 niggas, my beam niggas. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Right now, I got so many projects out. I got the Vice Versa with me and Vito. I just dropped my joint Loop. I got a joint called Active out. You know what I'm saying? I got mad shit coming soon. Everything's available on all streaming platforms. ArtXXIII, just like it look in my name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out.
All right, appreciate you coming out. ArtXXIII.
Yeah.
Hostile Sunday.
You already know.
All right.
Trust me, chance with the shot too. I feel like Kobe in crunch time. We wolves on the prowl in this lunchtime. Ain't no second chance, I got one time. Got one life to live and they want mine. So I gotta stay on my P's and Q's. I know the plug want P's and Q's. I do it for real, you do it for views. Money, success, I want it forever. This shit ain't love, it's destined. I like a challenge, don't fold under pressure. Never all black, feel like Darth Vader. Red is the aim, two in the chamber. Silence are on, won't wake the neighbors. Open the duffel and fill it with paper. Ain't no competition, I be with gorillas. There's only the realest on this side. In my opposition, do nothing but pray on my foes. They'll never be this high. Never in the day, they all try to play me. They see me now.